played the Lollapalooza tour in the United States with some of our friends and Tool and Primus and all, and just spent 2 months going across the U.S. on that big rock extravaganza. This, by the way, is Andy Vesey, who's our drum tech and one of the fine members of our crew. And while it's always important, we always try to emphasize that it's that there's no, there should be no difference between like band and audience. So too should there be none between band and crew. So maybe you're gonna get like a different perspective during this interview from.
We gotta take the power back. We gotta take the power back. Come on, come on. We gotta take the power back.
Well, I've always been pretty cynical about the whole sort of business end of things, and that cynicism remains intact. I mean, it's just important to keep trying to, when we can come to some kind of when we do decide something as a band, to make sure that that's what gets implemented. And it's very difficult because there are a lot of people in at our record company who very much understand what it is that we're about and what we do, and there are others who we don't have direct contact with, who may be in sort of the far off provinces, who are more likely to treat it in the same way that they would treat like the Sade record or something like that, which is much more of a, irregardless of the sort of the artistic worth of it, they treat more like a box of Tide. It's just another product, as opposed to something that's maybe has more integrity.
No more lies. No more lies. No more lies. No more lies. Yeah. Yeah.
Most bands define success in terms of number of units sold or number of units moved, and that's not the same terms that we define success. And it doesn't matter. It's immaterial. We've been on tour for 8 months, so any quote-unquote success that's gone on during that time has been something that has been completely, I have no idea about it. I've just been on the same tour bus from the beginning to the end of it. So with regards to commercial success, that's something that's really immaterial. On this tour, we've brought the Anti-Nazi League with us to all the shows around Europe, and how I really measure success is by what we do with the music and what we say, what Zach says in the lyrics and what we say in interviews, how that translates to our audience and is put into some real concrete political action.
This is for the people of the sun. Coming back around again.
We take all the time we need to write the songs to make sure that it's going to be a record that's even better than the one now. I don't want to do a record that's as good as this one. I want to do a record that's 5 times better than this one.
Love the sun.